Hi guys, we're going to talk about the zone of proximal development today, which also includes the terms scaffolding, knowledge through social interaction, reciprocal teaching, and collaborative learning. So to begin, this idea or theory was developed by Vygotsky in 1978, and basically the zone of proximal development is basically saying that there is a certain distance between somebody's potential developmental level, their way of problem solving, they're at a certain level for potentially learning. And then with some adult guidance, that problem solving development could improve drastically just due to the fact that there was collaboration involved. And so basically, Vygotsky was saying that interaction with peers that are possibly maybe a little bit more advanced can help an individual learn and master a skill just due to that collaboration. Um, he believes that teachers should use this type of collaborative learning um, for children, basically saying that they should work with other group members that are a little bit differing in skill levels in order for them to grasp the concept that is being taught. And so this would be working in the zone of proximal development. Um, Another term that Vygotsky talked about was called scaffolding. And basically, this is just talking about assistance. Um, so, with that being said, um, an individual can learn possibly with in collaboration with a more knowledgeable other, and that could be somebody such as a teacher, maybe a coach, any kind of like support person that is a little bit more knowledgeable in the idea or in the skill that is being taught. So like we saw with the tennis player, she was pretty much doing everything that she needed to do in order to do the skill that she was practicing, but she just couldn't get it. And all she needed was the assistance of her coach in order to move her um, hands just a little bit differently on the tennis racket. And then she was highly skilled just by that, just a little bit of assistance or scaffolding from her coach. And so this is just basically saying that the task might be a little bit out of their scope, but just with a little bit of assistance from a more knowledgeable other, they can actually grasp that skill rather quickly. So, with that being said, Vygotsky talked about effective ways to scaffold, and that was basically saying that um, the more knowledgeable other should gain and maintain the learner's interest. They should sometimes they would need to simplify the task. They need to pinpoint certain tools in order for the child to find the solution. They need to make sure that the child does not get frustrated. And then also sometimes they might actually need to demonstrate the task that they're teaching. So like with the tennis player, he could have showed her how to actually do the forehand hit. I believe that's what they are working on. With a teacher, they can actually just demonstrate the skill that they are doing possibly on a chalkboard or whiteboard or with building blocks or something like that. And so those are different ways of effective scaffolding. And then also, he talked about knowledge through social interaction. So basically, this is just saying that when a teacher and a child work together through social interaction, they can grasp a concept. So that's pretty self explanatory, but that was one of his ideas. Lastly, he talked about reciprocal teaching, which this was used to aid a child in learning. And this was basically when they were learning how to work with text. So they were learning how to summarize, question, clarify, and even predict text. And this was just basically something that they used to help the child learn how to work with forms of text. And basically, he was saying that over time, the teacher would not have to do as much, would not have to assist as much because the child is going to grasp that concept rather quickly once the teacher has fully given them the demonstration and explanation of how to do those 4 tasks, as I mentioned before: summarizing, questioning, clarifying, and predicting. Um, so, with that being said, that is a little bit of the zone of proximal development. I hope that helped. If you have any questions, just let me know. Thank you.